Hey guys, join me in the closet. It's 7 minutes in heaven.
Hello, everybody. This is 7 Minutes in Heaven. This is our sports episode. We're going to talk about sports for a little bit longer than 7 minutes. It used to be 7 minutes. Now it's not 7 minutes, but we call it 7 Minutes in Heaven because it used to be, but now it's not. So keep that in mind the whole time.
Well said.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. NFL, Florida State. We're going to talk some other shit too. So I got my boys, 2.5, my 2.5 bros here. I got Jason here, Chris here, and Chase. He's popping in and out. So I'm sure he'll be in soon and then pop out. Well, you got to do something.
You got to do
Pop
less.
up.
You got to do something.
Pop
you gotta
up.
do-
No, you got to do something.
You didn't do anything there.
He's hurting
But,
on the back end. He's got a computer that's got storage left of maybe 2 megabytes. So that's why he's crashing, and he's had 3 weeks to clean it up, and here we are, just freezing like a mofo. I'm actually wanting him to join so people can see his frozen self because the
want him to live it.
frozen screenshots that we get are actually like epic.
He always freezes in the best spots. He'll be like,
Oh yeah. Oh, that one clip of y'all back in the day where he's in the middle and he's just like, and y'all are trying to talk about something, and it's just like,
Big
I
old
can't
smile on his
do
face.
it. I can't
grinning
do
ear
it.
to ear. So I'm sipping on this gummy tropical IPA, just so you know.
You said it was good.
It's not bad.
Can
I
you
was a
show
little worried.
everybody the screen? Because I actually thought it was going to be like complete shit.
It's kind of green screened out a little bit, but it's made by Sweetwater, which is Atlanta brewery, I believe.
I think you're correct.
But yeah, it's a tropical IPA. Now the thing is, for me, I don't like overly citrusy IPAs. So when I was looking for something to drink tonight, and I saw that, and I was like, no. And then I was like, well, why am I reaching for it then? Stop it, Kevin. Don't grab that.
Why am I
This
buying
argument-
this?
And then it's in my
Also-
cart, and I'm paying for it. And I even sent a message to the boys. I was like, this is going to be bad, but I don't know why I'm drinking it.
But you're
And
going
it's
for
not-
it.
It's pretty good. Pretty
But
good.
you like it?
It's not as citrusy. It's not like that orangey citrus. It's got a little bit of a tropical.
Little tropical. Straight from the
anyway.
tropics.
Chase
I
popped back
listen.
in. He's popping back in. I
Yeah.
see Pacifico.
Dude, I bought these when you were with when you guys came, because I think somebody from your house, your dad, your father-in-law likes them,
My
right?
father-in-law does like Pacificos, yeah.
There you
Which
go.
means my wife will drink it
Yeah.
because she doesn't trust me.
Is that how that works?
Pero,
Pedo.
tu papi.
I switched it up. It's not vodka. It's whiskey. Little Jack Daniels.
Why did you shave, by the way? I want to let
Oh,
everyone know like, what's going on here. I
There
don't
was
like
no
it.
reason. I just did. Yeah, it'll go back. I don't know. I
I don't
It
like
will.
I was trying to think.
That
I don't
is
think
how hair often works.
I don't think it fully. I'd fully shaved since like September, October. I don't know.
I'm sorry. You
Just
should
did it.
probably stop doing that.
Damn, bro. Well, I appreciate your honest
Do
feedback.
you,
What is your significant other feel about you shaved?
That's
or-
a
Oh,
good question.
she likes when I It was getting to the point where she's like, "Are you gonna shave it soon?" Because I'm good about trimming it for a while, and then I'll get lazy and not, and then
Yeah. I don't like that either. I don't like lazy Chris, but I do like scruffle Chris. I mean, the same with
Scruffle.
Kevin. It's my kind
Scruffle
of.
Chris.
I told this to Kevin when he said when I was getting married. His wife was like clean shaven. I was like, no, you fucking look dumb. I don't like that. I like
well,
scruffle.
I mean, you,
No,
know,
you
you
keep
put
your
it like
facial
that,
hair.
know,
You look better when you have a
Better ways
scruffle.
to say it.
If Erica says otherwise, she's wrong. I don't care if it's your wife.
he'll tell her. He'll say she's wrong.
And
You
Kevin
said that with zero confidence, by the way.
also
100%.
Kevin
wrong.
often
I
tells
don't care
me he
if it's
values your opinion over Erica's, so he says it often.
There are some opinions that I do.
About how he looks. He said specifically.
Oh, looks.
No shot.
Nope.
No
The main
shot.
one.
That being said, we got an opening item. I love that Chris is doing these for 7 minutes in heaven. And on that note, we'll do opening item.
Excuse me, do you know how much a polar bear weighs?
No, how much?
Enough to break the ice. Hi, Fred Searing. How are you?
Heidi ho, Fred Searing. Opening
that dude.
item. You hate what, Jason? What do you hate?
It just
man?
covers right there in the middle. We need to fix that. We have this one. Oh, there we go. That's
Yeah,
even
that's
cleaner.
better.
That's
Boom.
good. That's perfect.
done.
It's almost like somebody did that and built that
no,
up
you did
for
one
you.
with a fifth, and so that fifth one's gone.
Nope.
I feel you, bro.
Jose's on the other side when he's here.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
be on
gotcha.
the other.
But
Why's
anyways.
Jose got to be on the other side?
Well, it could be anybody. It's
Why
going to be
Jose,
you
then?
soon.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
That's fair.
You're gonna freeze, and we're gonna have
That's
a really
fair.
beautiful
That's
frozen
fair.
photo.
But anyways, opening item, which are you taking? The new or the old generation of running backs? So old side has, and this is also Chris loves picking them, picking them.
Find it.
Whatever
Come on.
that is. Picking them. That's the name of the website. I don't know.
Oh,
Second one you've done from them.
I mean,
Stop
shout out
stealing their
Picking 'em.
fucking content.
I'm not stealing it. You're literally just giving them props by saying picking them from picking them.
Oh, that's what it. I thought you were having a stroke. I swear to God, I thought you were having a stroke. I didn't know what the fuck you were talking
Well, I
about.
might be doing that too.
But yeah,
Picking
so we
them.
got Adrian, or AP. I don't do Adrian Peterson. It's AP,
Adrian Peterson.
LaShawn McCoy, Frank Gore, Marshawn Lynch, and Le'Veon Bell on the left, considered old. And then on the new, we got Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara.
Sure.
Either one.
Yep.
And then we got Gibbs, and then Chase drops out because he just gets very upset because there's no Dolphins being showcased in this.
Which is
No Dolphins.
understandable.
I'm out of here.
You know, that's
They have a
understandable.
shitty running back anyway.
So I mean, are we going versus, or are we just?
I mean,
doing,
I
like,
say just-
overall.
Oh, you just want to pick one
Which one?
group?
I think which one are you taking? I don't think. Oh no, I like that. Let's do that.
Just like
old
where you
versus
pick-
new. Are you gonna take the old versus new? That you get all or nothing. The problem is I wish Chase was here because he would say this. He would, well, a lot of these people, their career's not over, so we don't know how it's gonna end. But
Wait,
I think
who's
Prime,
Oh yeah.
like on the
new ones.
the news.
I mean, I think honestly, this would have been super duper easy if it wasn't for Derrick Henry being on there. I would have said old without a doubt. I still think I'd go old.
Well, I
But
will
it's a
say
harder
this
choice.
about the new. Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, Alvin Kamara, and Gibbs. Most of them have injury concerns. Alvin Kamara, Saquon, Christian McCaffrey
Definitely
for
McCaffrey.
sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They have a hard time staying on the field. Now, when they're on the field, best in the biz. I mean, all of them are, the best that they can be.
I
What
don't know
the
about
best?
the best of the best with Gibbs and Kamara. I think they're good.
Well, not Gibbs.
Gibbs
I didn't
hasn't
say
done it
Gibbs.
long enough.
Yeah,
Gibbs was a rookie
Called it.
last year.
called it. Did I not call it on Chase's? I said that's what Chase is going to come in with. Right
Well,
away.
I mean, the other four have been in the league at least 7 years, 6 years. Gibbs is that was his second year last year.
Second year, yeah.
I need at least 4 years before we can put somebody I mean, Frank Gore had 8 or 9 1,000-yard seasons. Can we pump the brakes when we're comparing someone in his second who's done
Well, I
it
don't
for 2
think-
years?
I don't think they're saying these are the top 5 running backs in the league.
yeah.
Why would you
I
not?
think they're
That
just
is how
saying-
I take this.
I didn't say no. I just
Oh.
think new
I
generation
think they just
of
took-
quarterbacks.
they just
took
took 5
Yeah.
people.
Because in my opinion, you could say Jacobs is better than Gibbs or something like that based off.
I would
what
say
you're
he's
saying,
better than
Chase.
Kamara.
I agree, but so I'm saying I think if they just chose 5 quarterbacks that they like and they threw them on there, and they chose 5 quarterbacks on that
Running
whole-
backs.
and went, or running backs, whatever.
Yeah, I knew what you
And
meant.
they went that way. So
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to default to the old for me. But I mean, I will say when that was my first thought, and then I kind of dove a little deeper into it. I'm like, damn, Derrick Henry, for instance.
I think what I was gonna say was Derrick Henry is really good. So
Frozen
that's
Frame-
what I
Frozen
assume.
Frame. If you're listening,
You're watching
and you go
live,
on
there it
YouTube
is.
right now. Go on YouTube and watch this Frozen Frame. It's a great frame. It's a great.
It's a good frame. It's a
I
good
mean,
one.
Derrick Henry, he's the stud. I fucking hate. I'm just glad he's not on Tennessee anymore.
He's cheating right now. You can clearly see him looking at the second screen over there, cheating, looking for an answers.
His eyes are bugged out like a motherfucker. I'm
telling you,
why
like-
did we choose that photo?
One of you said that's best face.
So
yeah.
I'm going old. Chris, what are you doing?
I'm gonna roll with the old school too. It's close. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the old school. Is there of the 5 old school? Is there one on there, or an old school running back that you think should replace somebody, or do you think this top 5 is set? Like, is there someone off the top
What do
of
you
your head
mean?
you'd be like,
Oh, the
like you'd swap out somebody? Is there someone you like?
well, it
I'd
just
cut.
depends on what era. I don't know exactly what era they're taking it from. Like, I mean, like LaDainian Tomlinson, I think he might be a little bit older than these guys, but
Yeah.
I mean, him in his prime was much better than Le'Veon Bell. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that dude was put up so many more rushing yards than a lot, and passing or receiving as well.
Yeah.
I mean, dude had like
Yeah.
almost 4,000 yards receiving
Yeah.
in his career, which
Maybe
or in
when I do the wide
2000s.
receiver ones, I'll try to see what era they're for the old and the new, what they're trying to pull, like time frame.
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
Frank
it's got to be
Gore-
like after that.
Frank
It's got to be
Gore
after
kind
that.
of Frank Gore and Marshawn Lynch feels older than some of these, but man, I don't know. Right now, off the top
Well,
of my
Frank
head,
Gore,
they don't-
yeah, that dude's. They played.
I mean,
he played
yeah.
for so long that it throws me off. Marshawn Lynch, I feel like he didn't play that
are these
long.
like the
but when he did,
2010s? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. But, I mean, 2010s, is that fair for AP? Because, I mean, that wasn't – I mean, he definitely came off his ACL after that one, right, in the 2010s?
Yeah. I think it was
So-
then, maybe. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if
I
it's
don't know.
you got to put in like Jamal Charles. You got to put in like that's back when Zeke was playing well. You know, he was
Yeah,
elite.
Jamal Charles, that's a good one too, bro.
Chris Johnson.
Oh, Chris Johnson. Fucking Titans and their running backs, bro. God
You know,
damn it.
people like that.
Chris
but
Johnson was another tall motherfucker too, right?
I don't know if he's so much
what?
tall, just fast as a
Fat- yeah.
motherfucker.
Just
I thought Derrick Henry and Chris Johnson were kind of like two bigger running backs.
he's 5'11", so not that tall.
I mean, that's kind of big for a running back, right? Like, you don't want running backs over 6 foot. I mean, you do, but I'm saying they're not common, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the average running back height? Average running
I would ask
back
Alexa, but she's not in here.
height. Okay, I'm
mean-
wrong. 6 feet.
Okay, I was incorrect.
6 feet, 215 pounds. I mean, that just sounds like a stud. If you come out and like you're like, what are your stats? I'm 6 foot, 215. I mean, you're signed, right? Like you're picked up by somebody.
right,
Just
come to
based
my
on
team, bro.
off the size, right?
But yeah, I mean, it's a decent list. I mean, Todd Gurley had a few good seasons, 2010s. If you're doing the 2010s, I don't know what they're pulling from. That's
Okay.
I mean, when I think of old school, I don't think of these fucking 5 running backs. That's for
Yeah.
goddamn sure.
Okay,
for
well,
sure.
then looking at the new side, is there someone that you'd swap out of the 5 they have
sure.
on the new, and who would you throw in and take out of that one?
That's a good question.
Well,
Chris.
since Gibbs is
I
like the
mean,
newer one,
I'll-
would you yank him out and then throw somebody else in his place?
What were you gonna say, Jay?
I was thinking, I mean, right off the bat, I would say, I mean, John Kuhn for sure, right? Like he's replacing
John
Gibbs.
Kuhn's a fullback, but yeah, he
It doesn't
should
matter.
be
He's running
should be
back.
in
He's great.
consideration for
He
sure.
should be
Yeah,
considered.
He should be on the running to
Yeah.
steal a spot.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, right off the bat, I would say like Chase said, Jacobs 100. We got another freeze frame by Chase. Everybody, go Jack right now.
Let's go.
Awesome.
It's fighting.
That's beautiful.
Nope, maybe he's fighting
Let's
through
go.
it.
That's-
Even
that
better.
one's
We got
actually better.
We got a double dose. We got
That's
a double
actually
dose.
better. That was a better one. Actually,
The second one was better than the first one.
No, I would definitely agree with him and say Jacobs in some capacity. I would take him over Gibbs and Kamara. Is it Kamara or Kamara? I know I'm fucking.
I've
Once
always said
again-
Alvin Kamara, but I mean, I can't
Uh,
confirm that's correct. So,
I don't know what his mama said.
I don't know what his
Mama,
said.
what you say?
Mama said, come on, bro.
Mama said.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that. I mean, Jamar Gibbs, I'd take him out. You know, just because he's a Lion, and I hate the Lions. I'd probably put in fucking. Give me like Jonathan Taylor, or give me like Brees Hall or something.
Travis Etienne, whoever
You
you're
know,
feeling
Josh
on that day.
Jacobs, somebody. You know,
Yeah. I
But-
don't know, man.
it's bad enough I gotta look at fucking Adrian Peterson's ass.
Where did he go after? He bounced around, right?
He went
Like
to the,
it was
didn't he,
after the
the
Vikings.
Cardinals?
He went to a Cardinals.
Definitely was
Did
at
he
the
go to
Cardinals at some point.
yeah.
Did he go to Did he go to Baltimore?
Adrian Peterson?
I feel like he bounced around towards his end, like last 3 years. He bounced around like two or three teams.
Chris got it, right? No?
On it, yeah. No, he was 11 years at the Vikings, or no, 9 years at the Vikings. Then he went Saints, Cardinals, Redskins, Lions, Titans,
Saints.
Seahawks. So he had
Yeah.
he did bounce around there.
How
near
did
the
I
end.
forget about the Saints? He only played in 4 games with the Saints.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah, 2017. He was Cardinals and Saints. So
I knew he bounced around. I knew he was like all over the place. I was like, bro, just hang it up, man. You were.
That's weird, man. He did bounce around at the
Yeah.
end. I didn't.
It was
No,
like
I
2
just
years
remember-
there, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year.
I know Kev is gonna like laugh at this one, but it's too close.
whoa.
It's because of fantasy. I just remember he was always draftable, and I'm like, wait, is he still in the fucking league? And then I'm like, oh, he is. He's like a third string. I mean, I guess I would. I mean, it's a paycheck, right? Like, I mean,
Fuck yeah.
we make fun of everybody, but like, not even starting. Like, I think your base salary right at that point is hundreds of thousands of dollars. So
Yeah,
fuck it.
I'll do that just fine. I'll take
Yeah.
a check. No biggie.
I'll be a third string, practice squad. Fuck it.
Just fuck it, dude.
I mean, he's still serviceable. You know, those
Yeah, I mean, he's
skills diminish, but they don't like
Still got
go
the
away.
experience.
You know.
Feel what you're putting down.
Since we're at the NFL side of it,
Easy.
I mean, I can say NFL. I just
No,
can't
I mean, I
move
was just
along.
ready for the clip. I was like, easy.
ready?
NFL.
Oh,
we go.
no, way too.
I made it sound so it didn't.
There you go.
Oh, good
Nice
job,
call,
Kev.
Yeah.
Blocked
I
it
got
out.
you.
Thank you, Kevin. No, it's done. You can stop the sound. It's blocked
Don't
out.
do that.
You got it.
Super Bowl reactions. We're a week late because we took off last week. All thanks to Kevin.
100%.
that-
And you guys saw
All
the
Kev.
post.
Yep.
You saw the post.
It's definitely all Kev.
Definitely me.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, first off, I know everyone hates talking about it. The commercials were trash. There's like one or two.
Absolute trash.
They were bad.
I'd love to talk about that.
One is still haunts me. That fucking mountain, the Baja Blast one haunts me with the seal
They're trash.
on
The
a seal.
like it was just like
can't unsee that.
But my girls did not understand. I tried to explain it to them 5 times. I was like, his name is Seal. He's a seal. They're like, what? He's a,
Huh?
what? And I was like, Seal. His name is Seal, and he's also playing a. They're like, I know he's a seal, Daddy, but why is that man a seal? I was like, never mind.
Well, that we
move
can't
on.
ask. No, but I mean, that's a valid question.
It
We
is
can't answer
valid.
that. Why?
It's
Why
valid.
did you make him a seal? Like, why did you think that was gonna work?
I hated it.
'Cause
I
his
hated
name's
all
Seal.
of it. It was
But
so
I
weird.
didn't like it either.
Super Bowl itself was boring as
It
fuck.
was an
Trash.
ass whooping. Ass whooping.
Trash. Did it go the way you thought?
No, I don't think.
Oh, I thought it'd
anybody
be a better
thought-
game.
I thought
Yeah.
the Eagles were going to win, but I didn't expect
They
it to be
are
that big a
who we
blowout.
thought they were.
So crown them.
No, man. Look, hey,
Snoozer.
Eagles got some. They got some different ways they can kill you, and they can also just kill you in all the ways. You know, which is what happened in that game. So thank God, Packers in the playoffs held them to their lowest points per game in the playoffs. So just saying, we held them to 22. We should have went to the Super Bowl.
How about ex-FSU legend Josh Sweat fucking dominating?
Could have been the MVP,
mean,
right?
Probably
If,
should have
I
been,
I
frankly.
mean, I
If
would give it to
fucking
him.
Hurts didn't go off in the second half. I will say Hurts threw a fucking dime on that
Yeah,
touchdown.
he did.
And so did Patrick Mahomes, too, on his last touchdown. Absolute dimes, those late touchdowns. But, yeah, I mean, Kelsey played like shit. Kelsey looked out of place.
Yeah. You
He
think
looked
he's,
lost.
think he's
He
done, or
was
is
like-
he going to come back for one more run?
I think he's got to see himself like. For me, if I was him, like, if my skills, like, if I went out there and played like I did during that Super Bowl, and then I realized like I have other opportunities where I'm still gonna be a serviceable person in the world, you know,
Right.
like I can do my podcast, I can do. ESPN stuff when I can, or if, maybe sign on as like just a color commentator here and there or something. I don't think he wants to get in that, but I would
do your
I would do
podcast.
that 100%. But I don't know what it's like to do something your whole life. So I will never. People think it's so easy for these football players, like just hang it up. Those guys have been literally, that's their job for the past 30-something years. Think of like, Jason, like your mom works for Disney. She's been working there for 30-some years, right? Think of that, like, and just be like, just quit,
Yeah,
like,
you're done.
No, I
like
think
just
it's
hang
bigger
it
than-
up.
I think it's bigger than that too, though, because like you say 30 years, but like she's 30 years into her like 60s now. They're 30 years like since they were probably early teens,
Yeah.
and maybe even before that, depending if they got into like rec ball
Pee-wee and all
kinda
that stuff.
So yeah, like you said, it's literally their life for the last 30 years. And when we say like literally, like it was so,
Like
I
100%,
agree
yeah.
with you. That's what like we were just talking about AP. Like bounce
Yeah.
around as much as you want, bro. Like and I think I don't know. I don't know. He's gonna go in the Hall of Fame. He's has what
Yeah.
two,
Oh,
three
first
Super
ballot.
Bowls.
First
so
ballot.
at this point, I mean, what else do you want to show unless you just don't want to let it go right now? So
Unless
I
you
don't
want to make one more run at it.
And
like
just see,
you talk-
yeah, if
but
they can load up one more time. They still got it.
I don't know.
Well,
They're gonna have to do a little bit different.
Oh,
I
I
think
mean,
this
yeah.
year
I'd have to
they kind
see-
of made it into the playoffs. Not to say they were a great team, but everyone kind of felt like they weren't the Chiefs that they were. Like,
Oh yeah, they weren't as
dominating
dominant.
teams.
Not at all.
nah.
They scooted in and they made it in, but they beat good teams in the playoffs and they showed it. But they also beat teams that they're normally beating. They kind of know their number, you know. And then they got to the Eagles. They're like, oh fuck, this isn't
shit.
the Bills. This isn't the same teams that we've been playing.
Yeah, I think their experience got them by a lot in the playoffs. And then when it came to face an actual Super Bowl contending team, not saying those AFC teams weren't, but like a dominant fucking team, you know, because the
Yeah.
Eagles, they ended the year red hot, you
Oh,
know.
Yeah.
They were on a tear.
The fact that they held Saquon, I don't think he got 100 yards, did he? I don't think he got 100 yards because that was one of the bets, and I was like, so many people lost money on this.
Well, I think they did a good game plan, right? I feel like they were like, "Yo, Saquon, we're gonna put the ball on you for the whole playoffs, and then by the time he gets there, everyone's gonna focus on you." And they were like, "All right, let's pull him, and then let's focus on that pass game." Like I knew for a fact, we all knew it was gonna happen. Hurts is gonna run for his life on purpose.
Yeah.
Like it was just there. He was gonna do it. It's like you're gonna stop him, and that's what I knew was coming right off the bat. I was like, Hurts is gonna go apeshit mode.
But it wasn't
honestly.
like
he only
wasn't
got
like
57
AJ
yards.
Brown was like out there blowing up the yards either. What did he have? Like AJ Brown had 43 yards receiving.
Yeah, Saquon only 57.
It was just ball control. Like I gotta let me see what the time.
Oh
of
yeah, but
possession
I'm
was.
sure it wasn't like 3 and outs after 3 and out after. 3
Oh yeah,
and out
Kansas
after 3
and like the
out.
pressure on
Yeah.
the D line. Kansas City was punting the ball.
And then the defense had to be exhausted by fucking halftime, and then it came back and it was the same shit over and over again.
The defense is what that's what it was, Jay. You're right.
Oh yeah,
The defense won that game.
for sure. They dominated the fuck out of
I've never seen Patrick Mahomes running around like a crazy
Like
man,
running
like
for
that
his life
in my whole
constantly.
life. In my whole life. So
it.
yeah.
What's
It was
this
cool.
Miles Garrett shit, Chris?
I put that on.
I was like, I don't know if I put
no,
that.
I put that on a couple weeks ago. So Miles Garrett, you know, is a wants to be traded. His team's like, no, we're not going to trade him. But as an absolute dominant force, I was curious what you guys would give up for him. You know, to have him on the other side of the ball there, just shoring up your defense.
He's getting up there now, right? Like he's
It's probably
closing
30, 31.
30, so he's on his other end, right? So you can't give up too much of your future, right? Like
29.
I mean,
He's
for
29.
me- Yeah, I'm good. I'm good
Yeah,
giving up
I'm not giving
whatever
up.
I need to. No, I'm giving up
Oh, you would give up.
everything. Yes.
what are you talking about? Everything? A couple first rounds kind of thing?
Sure.
You give up your first round
Yeah.
pick and whatever something else for him.
You're saying
Uh-huh.
for the Packers, we need that. I don't think that's what would make the Packers better. Like, okay, so yes, they would make it better, but it goes back to, is that the position that's going to put us over the edge, or is there another position that's going to put us over the edge?
A good and you saw it in the Super Bowl. A good defensive line makes everybody else in the back end of it so much easier. It makes their job so much easier.
I agree.
Because you got somebody in your face, all you have to do as a linebacker is just kind of spy, wait for the ball, because he's got to get it out. He has to get it out quick, and that's what happened on both of it. The pick six in the Super Bowl. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
He
but
was like pressure. We don't get pressure on the ball. That's
though. That's the problem I have with the Packers, though. There were in beginning of the season, the first half we did, and then it tailored off. So adding another player when we were doing it very well. We were getting the picks because of it too. We might have not got the sacks. We had the QB pressures that were giving us the picks. So what I'm getting at is, though, you can look at Eagles and say it was working for them, but look at the Rams. They dominated on the D-line, but they still lost. I still think it's our offense, bro. Our defense did the job it was supposed to do,
I agree.
and our offense did not follow up on the play. So
But-
I can't say let's give it all for Myles Garrett when your offense is still struggling.
I understand what you're saying, 100%. we definitely need some help on the offense, 100%. Or we need somebody to step it up, which, I mean, we need anyways. We need to add somebody and everybody to step it back up.
Yeah.
But when you say adding a player, it's not adding a player. You are adding a how many time defensive MVP, a guy that has had 14 or more sacks for the past 5 years. He's had 16 sacks, 16 sacks, 14 sacks, 14 sacks. That's fucking elite. That's Hall of Fame numbers, you know?
No,
and so you're not just adding, and it's not like he's showing, if he was starting to show signs of slowing up, no, this dude just won fucking Defensive Player of the Year, bro.
I mean,
His third time.
we have the 31st defense in the league, so I'm gonna send some shit. We're
well, you
if I can get
got
him,
everything in the mom to get him. Like, so I expect like the Jags to be able to do it. I'm more worried about the Packers. I can understand the Jags.
Here's the
picking
thing.
them
Here's the
because
other thing.
Because you have so many first round picks in the past. You have so many other
hey,
things.
yep.
But Kevin, I just don't agree that we give that much up for him. Like, that's the part.
Right now, we have a very unhappy situation with our star cornerback.
Oh, he's gone, bro. Let's just say he's gone.
So he's gone.
Yeah.
So you agree that he's gone?
Yes.
Well, he's under contract. So
so trade him?
fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm
Trade
100% down. No, I'm talking about.
Throw Jair in there and a first rounder and call it a day.
See,
Jair and a second rounder.
Okay, you have me,
That-
but I know
yeah.
that trade won't happen.
What?
That
okay.
trade won't happen. Here's my thing. I'm with
Those
you, Kev.
draft
If
picks
we
are
can-
fucking tossed in the wind anyways.
I agree,
You're
but
getting
if
a
we-
guaranteed fucking
Yes.
thing. Not guaranteed, obviously. He could get injured the first game like Aaron Rodgers.
agree.
But you're getting pretty fucking sure thing in Myles Garrett, who's going to get you 14, 12 sacks. And you're going to free up a lot of things for Rashawn Gary, who might turn his shit around. We have good defensive linemen outside of Rashawn Gary, so you know you're gonna free up a lot of shit, and you're gonna start to see things like what the Eagles were doing, where you don't have to blitz. Your defensive line is gonna fucking dominate, and you don't have to blitz because you're so fucking good on that front end, and then you could just sit back and fucking wait for the ball to come to you.
So you have me 100%, Kev. If we're
Okay.
replacing someone who didn't play but maybe half the year, and you're
And
replacing
let me
him
tell
with
you-
Garrett and giving up a second round, I'm cool with that. First round, I'm going to be a little iffy, but I agree, though, because you get that pressure, and now you're going to make that corner that's replacing Alexander a little bit better because that ball's not going to be as perfectly thrown because he's under pressure. So I will back that, Kev.
Yeah.
If you're giving up giving up less of your future by replacing Alexander, I'm all for it. You have me at hello.
And my boy Aaron Nagler said today or yesterday, you're talking to one of the biggest fans of Jair Alexander. I love Jair Alexander. I've always loved him, but the dude just can't seem to stay on the field. He can't seem to stay like in the good graces of the coaching staff right now. So if it's not working out between the two of you, you know, give him the opportunity to go get a fresh start somewhere else. And he's still young enough to where he can play and be happy, and we can get good compensation for him, and hopefully, you know, improve our team to be better.
Yeah.
Because we've shown we can play without him. Because we did it all fucking year.
How many games did he
Yeah,
play?
but we weren't great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you add that
I
depth
agree.
to it. I
Yeah.
mean, we could have easily been better in the playoffs with him. And I think that showed
100%.
for sure. So we get someone at his caliber at least to replace him. I'm all for it. And then obviously Garrett's. I think I would put him better. Obviously, different position, but a better player. Then yeah, I'm in.
I do think, you know, Jair's gone, though, in my opinion. But, you know, it's
No,
just
he's
matter.
definitely gone. He's 100% gone.
Chris, he played 7 games.
So,
So
7 games the year
so
before.
less than half the season. Yeah,
Less than
so
half the season.
Past
Yeah,
2 years,
fuck
he's
off.
played less than half the
7
season.
games, yeah.
You
Last
gotta give us some of your money back, bro. Like, come on, man. What the fuck? Like,
Well-
it's one thing to be injured.
Yeah.
And
Give us a
we all
check.
know it's not injury. Like, we fucking know that part of the reason why he didn't play is not injury. Like, can we all agree on that?
Yeah, oh,
You're
from
going-
100%.
Oh yeah, that was
Brother,
what was said.
at some point, like I told you many times, I'm like, I take Jason all the time, happy as shit. Jair's off the injury list. He's off the injury list this week. He's gonna fucking play. And then like game day would come around and be like,
He's not playing.
Jair Alexander out, and I'm like, hello?
Yeah.
The guy wasn't on the fucking injury report all week. He practiced all week. Something's fucking up. What the fuck
Yeah.
is going on? And they never said. And it'll come out in the book later on how the Packers fucking stuck their dick in his ass or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Wait for the book. The book will tell all.
The book will come
But-
out. All right?
but
He'll
yeah,
definitely say something once he gets on the next team.
Oh yeah, he'll be
for
like,
sure.
yeah, man, it just wasn't a good
The-
situation or
It's
whatever.
the one conference that LaFleur had that made me realize that there is just no love in that. It was something along the lines like, is he injured? No. Is he
Yep.
going to play? No. Can he play? Yes. And I'm like, okay, so he's fucked. Like,
Yep.
if there's some kind of animosity and they're not going to bring it up
100%.
and blah, blah, blah. So at that point, I was like, get him off. Like, he's got to be traded. And I didn't realize he's still under contract. So, yes,
Yeah, he's
please,
good.
please,
Yep.
God, get something for him.
Yeah,
Let him
I
go
mean,
to the
that-
Raiders and die out, or the Cowboys and just ruin.
I mean-
his career. I don't give a fuck.
Pack him up for, a
Crosby?
Cooper Cup or something,
Cape.
I'm not saying I don't like Cooper Cup. Sorry.
I pack him up for Devontae. I don't care what we got. I mean, do something, whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
I think we need a good leadership role in the wide receiver room. I think we also need fucking defensive line help. We are going to need spoiler alert, we're going to need cornerback help as well. But
Yeah.
I think we get some of that through the draft. But this is not Packer talk. Chris, what would you give up to get Myles Garrett? say?
I'd give up. I'd probably throw in a first. I mean, we had the 31st
would
ranked
you-
defense, so I would give up a decent amount. Not.
Do you guys need him though? That's the question. Or is your D line pretty good? I'm not like super versed with the.
I mean, it's not bad, but when you again have the second worst defense
Yeah,
in the
for
league, it wouldn't hurt to add him to the. I don't think he would hurt our defense at all. So I would entertain giving up a first round for him. But like
Jason,
Jason
would
said,
that be
we've got so many.
Yeah.
Just take them.
Would that be a need for the Dolphins?
I mean, it shouldn't on paper, except for the fact that our defensive ends that we either trade for or draft high keep getting injured. Jalen Phillips, a first-round pick 4 years ago, has, consistently been a great pass rush.
It's tough going for him today.
So Dolphins sounds like Dolphins. He would take him.
Yeah, he'd take it.
He'd take him if the opportunity present itself.
Rough
No,
going
no.
for Jason.
Good. Another good freeze frame. This one feels
Yeah,
like
if you're
he's
watching live and
on
getting-
Not
a
as good.
weather set.
Yeah.
No, like he's like
Honest-
ready to
The
tell you,
last
guys,
one
don't-
was-
the last one was
Oh.
better.
The air pressure's coming
No,
in from
it
the
happens,
northeast.
It happens. So have you guys heard though when you're listening to Chase, he basically gets muted and then it freezes once and then it looks like it's gonna give him hope and then he's gone. But that being
He's
said,
obviously not doing it on purpose. We love him. We hope he gets back to comes back to life at some point.
Just clean your
But
computer out.
then, rest in
Just
peace,
hear us out.
dude. We miss you so
R.I.P.
goddamn much.
God
Miss you
damn
so
it.
much. Tyreek wants back to Miami. God damn it, this is a great time for Chase. Debo heading out of San Francisco.
Well, it sounds like they both. I would say, what are the chances you think both of them will leave their teams or go somewhere else, or do you think be back? Because it sounds like Debo sounds more likely he's going to get released or traded.
Yeah.
But then Tyreek was like, I want to go, but no, I want to stay. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
kind of
sound-
lost track what he wants to do.
For me, like during Super Bowl week, like I think Tyreek made it pretty clear that he wants to stay in Miami. However, that can happen. But he likes what he's got building there. I think he's probably better just trying to get some help over there, if he can. Debo sounds like that he's on the way out.
Yeah, sounds like he was like, let me out of here.
And it sounds like San Francisco is like, okay, we'll
They're like,
figure
"See ya,
something
dude."
out if we can. But if not, I mean, that's another thing. He's under contract, so Debo Samuel, another guy. Like when we talk about being on the field, I had him on fantasy last year. Worst thing in my life. Like this dude's fucking trash. Some games he'd have no catches, one catch, two catches. He never really went off like Debo Samuel used to last year.
Yeah.
So maybe that's kind of where he's getting frustrated. Maybe he wants to be like kind of like that star in the offense, you know what I mean?
Top receiver, yeah.
Or like they used to run him.
I mean, the 49ers, I think, are on the tail end of falling apart. I don't think they're going to
Yeah, they're on the decline.
be
Well,
who they were 2 or 3 years ago when they knocked us out. I think they're on the tail end. So I would take Debo. I'm not giving up a lot for him, but I would take
Nah,
him.
I'm not either. I'm talking like. I mean, when I think about
What
when
about
I think
him
about
and
Gibbs,
Alexander? Like straight up.
nah, hell no. I need more than that.
Hell no.
I need more. I need more than
Really?
Debo. Yeah. I'm taking Jair over Debo 100.
Not with that, bro. The amount of
Cornerbacks
time on the
are-
field.
So what about Debo Samuel? Same shit.
Was he hurt?
I don't know.
some of it was, but then other times it's kind of the same thing. Or like he's just not playing. Like
Oh,
Why?
Fuck it. Never mind. I don't want it.
Nope.
No, I don't want to bring it up.
I don't-
Man.
I think that I don't think the Packers need Debo Samuel. I don't want nothing to do with him. I think we have Jared Reed. He is our Debo Samuel. Jared Reed's our Debo Samuel. Jared Reed's one of our best players. I don't want to fuck with his development. I think he's pretty. I think he's beautiful.
good player, beautiful.
Uh, Yeah. He's younger. He's beautiful. Have I said he's good looking? He's a good looking
just
dude.
about three
I
times.
I think when you say beautiful, it's kind of assumed.
But
Okay.
you think he's attractive. We know.
Said my mind then.
Uh,
yeah.
So Tyreek, yeah. All I know about Tyreek is he cheats on his wife with thick girls. That's all that keeps popping up on my feed.
There you have
right
it.
I
now.
mean, yeah. But those
I
thick
like-
girls keep on accepting the fact that they know that it's coming.
It's insane,
You know what I mean?
bro.
I mean,
Like,
I get
like,
what you're saying.
Why would you ever be like, "Oh, I love you, Tyreek"? He's like, "I love you too," and
Like-
then you like look at the newspaper. He's like, "I had a baby with somebody else," and you're
Yeah.
like, "I don't care. I still love you." It's like you just.
Yeah, you had to know
I
this
mean,
was gonna.
That's a different lifestyle. That's that Miami lifestyle. He's in the right place. Maybe that's why he's like, I don't want to leave.
He's like, actually, I need to stay here for.
And he's like,
The way
it's
I live my
accepted
life.
here. If I go to goddamn Cleveland, they're gonna be like, what kind of crazy ass shit is this guy doing? You know.
Like I fucked up. I need to go back to Miami.
I'm not saying it's okay. Jason's looking at me like, why are
Mm-hmm.
you saying this is an okay thing? It's not okay to fuck around.
I
But
just
I'm-
don't understand it, bro. Like that kind of lifestyle just does not make sense to me. Not even when I was in my early 20s could I see me just fucking many, many women and then having many kids. Like all I think about is me being home the last 4 days, like with 2 kids, and I'm like, he's got 15 of them. And fuck off, bro. No shot. I don't understand that lifestyle. Him and then what's his name, FSU boy, who's got like what 13.
Cromartie, I
fucking
think?
Cromartie.
Yeah,
Cromartie.
Yeah, good call,
Yeah,
Chris.
he can field a starting lineup with the amount of kids
It's
he's got.
insane. I don't understand it, dude.
I think it's when you if you have people that in your life that accept it and say like, I forgive you, baby, you know, it's okay.
It's all good.
I still love you, because they don't want to go back to being poor. Then he's not gonna stop doing that, you know.
Yeah.
It's gonna take somebody to be like, "Fuck you!" I'm going to fucking, I don't know.
I'm leaking all this
TMZ.
shit.
I'm
telling
going
all
to
this
TMZ.
shit.
Yeah, telling them that you're a freak like P Diddy. You know. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Shit.
Last one. This one makes me happy. If it's true, fuck yeah, bro. Kevin
Here we
hates
go.
it. But Aaron Rodgers, dude,
Oh,
begging
Jet
for the
said,
job
"We done."
back,
Aaron
saying,
Rodgers,
"Please
dude.
take me back." I love that shit, dude. It's fucking amazing.
Talk
to
about
see.
ego death, right?
Dude, that shit's awesome. Like you get a documentary out, and then you're feeling like the whole world's like finally agreeing with you, and then Jets are like, "Peace, bro." He's like, "No, I promise you, I'll work it." He's like, "No, you fucked us up enough.
Yeah,
We're
it's
good.
like, no,
Bye-bye."
Yeah.
you out.
I still think he makes another team. I just think they're gonna sign him and
Ain't
say,
no
"Listen,
makes.
I
Ain't no
don't
makes.
want
He's gonna
any
be
of
starting
your
somewhere
shit.
else.
You're starting, but like, fuck off. Like if you can't play with the scheme that we're doing with the players I'm doing, we'll find someone
You
else."
outta
I
here.
think they're gonna have someone. I think some team's gonna pick him up that has a decent young backup that just needs another year, kind of like the Jets, but they're gonna just handcuff him and tell him.
Vikings.
I mean,
Is it going to be a full circle? Is
Let
it
me
gonna
tell
come
you
full
something.
circle?
All right. So this is the same thing I did with Brett Favre, like, and I'm doing it with Aaron Rodgers to the point where like I'll still pay attention to the news, Aaron Rodgers news here and there, but I'm obviously not all in like I used to be, you know. So this is not the first time I've heard this exact news, but I didn't really like dive in and read any articles about it because I don't fucking care. Like, if he goes play somewhere else next year, as long as it's not the Vikings, I don't give a shit, to be honest. Like, will he go play with the Vikings this year? Yes, 100%. That's where he's going. Watch.
You really
Why
believe
would he
it's gonna
not?
be the Vikings?
Why would he not? Give me 2 reasons why he wouldn't.
I
If
don't
they
think
were
that-
like,
I think it's not about Rodgers. I think Rodgers will go wherever the fuck they say to go. I don't care. I know
he's
he
not
doesn't give a shit.
desperate, Jay. You make it sound like he's desperate.
He's desperate. The fact
I
that
think
it's
so.
coming
He's a little
out that
desperate.
the Jets kicked him out, and then the rumors are that he's kind of please take me back. That's going to lower his demand big time, and so
I think that he
teams are
wants
gonna-
to. I think that. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, no, that's it. I just think that teams know that he's in desperate mode and he wants to play, so I think they're just going to give him a short leash and say, come in. So I agree that it could be the Vikings. I just don't think the Vikings are dumb enough to do it. I don't think he's going to put him to that next level. Really don't think so.
I think that for Rodgers, like, I feel like, you know how he is. He's very zen. Like, I think that
Yeah, man.
if he leaves the Vikings or the Jets the way he did, and like didn't really get a chance to show everything that he had. I feel like that's kind of on his brain a little bit. And I could be wrong completely about this. No, I'm not reading any articles or anything, but I feel like so he wants to like let me at least give you a whole season. Let me show you what I can do. I'll take a pay cut, which I'm sure he's probably going to offer, and let's run this back real quick. You saw how it ended. With near the end of the season, they started to play a little bit better ball. So
They were in desperate mode at the end, though.
I agree.
But, the only thing I can see different for other teams is the Vikings, is the offensive line.
They're saying the rumors are the Vikings or the Steelers. I saw something about.
I think he's going the Vikings.
Niners.
At Vikings.
But
He's going to go full circle.
I will laugh my ass off if he goes to the Niners and then they win a Super Bowl.
Well, that was his childhood favorite team.
That's why
so.
I would laugh my ass off. And they were in line to pick him and they didn't.
They
So
weren't. That would be. I mean, he's got a couple options to make full circle. Like if he's all about that Zen life, and hey,
Fuck yeah, dude.
this is the way the world changed, put me in the position to be a part of Mother Earth, and he's got a shot.
Feel it, man.
Let's just. I mean, there's only one person that can really answer this. Right, Jay?
I don't know who would that be.
I mean, the only person that's got all the answers, right?
Who's got all the answers?
He's got to go back on the show.
What are you talking about?
Joe Rogan. He's just got to get back on there.
No,
and Joe,
fuck off, bro.
Joe
I
will
was
tell
like-
him what to do.
I kept wondering, I was like,
Joe,
Hey, listen,
Joe
Aaron,
makes me
let's-
feel like he probably never watches football either.
Joe does not watch football. He has
Yeah.
no clue. He has zero fucking sports sense
Yeah.
at all.
So I feel like
Anytime
he's gonna
people
get
talk
jack
about
shit.
football with him, he's always like, I went to a couple Tennessee games, or not Tennessee, but Texas games because he's in Austin.
Yeah.
And they're just like, cool. How
Cool,
was
man.
that? He's like, it was
Yeah.
great atmosphere. The atmosphere was cool. And then he's like, all right, yeah.
All right. How was the game? Well, I don't know. It's a cool vibe, though.
Speaking of a cool vibe, this man definitely went off during the NFL. But let's jump into FSU. But you'll know what I'm talking about in about 2 seconds.
SEC, Florida State, your team, your heartbeat. We some dogs, we ain't no puppies.
Winston cemented himself as a golden color commentator. Like
Dude,
if he's
that
not,
man's
if
He
he's
got
not
a
picked
career.
up by somebody, you're fucking losing.
Do you think he saw opportunity?
Yes,
Hell yes.
100%.
I thought so
Yes.
too.
Fuck
No,
yes.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me because I think
no.
I think a part of him is always like that a little bit, but I think he turned it up. You know what I
turned
mean?
He
it
definitely
way
did.
up.
He
He saw
turned it up.
Kelsey. He saw, or not Kelsey, or he saw Kelsey and how his whole like vibe kind of won
Jason
over
Kelce.
the NFL, and then he was with Burt. So I could easily see him like doing some kind of joint venture with Barstool or doing a joint venture with some kind of lower level sports kind of thing, and then
Oh,
blowing
bro.
up from there.
Yeah, he's got a
Barstool
career.
Barstool would hand him a
Oh, in a heartbeat.
fat contract.
Perfect
But
for it.
Yep.
But I don't think. I think he's probably looking for something a little bit bigger. I also think he wants to play a little bit more too.
No, he
Yeah.
does, but he's playing. Look, he's been fucked over a few times, so I feel like he's just covering it. And then when he doesn't get that job, he's like, "Look, see, I blew up." Like I don't know what he did, but how he did it, but he made everyone fall in love with him again over the Super Bowl. No one really came out and was like, "Oh, he's a piece of shit." He like him taking the crab legs and eating them on stage and fucking drinking with Bert. Like he fucking cemented himself as like, I'm gonna stick around. And somebody's gonna pick me up after he retires.
He killed it.
He's
He
set.
killed
Oh yeah,
it.
he's hilarious. He's set for post football.
I don't know anybody that said anything negative about Jameis Winston besides like he's just fucking comedy gold out there.
Comedy, like, and he's
It's hilarious.
100% real.
But he's
and that's
always been like we know Seminole
has.
fans know he's always been like that.
Yeah.
Now just everybody's
but-
seeing it now.
Yeah, but yeah.
And it got him into trouble, and I think that's the only thing. But it's been so long, and the only thing he's really had was like one cheating scandal kind of thing that happened,
mean,
and that's about it.
We
But it's
remember where he was standing on a bench saying "fuck her in the pussy." you know,
yeah.
So I hate to say that out loud. I'm sorry about that, women. I didn't mean that. We're live.
I mean to say that we're live.
Chris, Chase isn't here for this, but Coach Ham finally retiring. I'm so
right, let's
Did
go. Come
did
on.
I not tell you this was going to be it? And all year you were doubting me. I told you this was it.
You're
if
right.
he didn't know, but here's the thing. You're right because the year was a down year again, and that's where he's at. If we had an up year and we finished ranked, he wasn't going to retire. I disagree with you, Chris. I disagree.
I don't think so. I think 76. I think it would have been better had they been good because then he could have gone a little further, gone the tournament in his last round. I think he was done after this either way.
Here's my thing. This is why I disagree with you, Chris.
Okay.
If you come out in the beginning of the year and say, this is my last year, you get so much more momentum from your team. It's a culture thing. It's a good locker room feel. It's a good TV feel. He's going to get the love from it, and he didn't. And so I think he didn't do it in the beginning of the year because he's like, all right, let's see if we have a good year. If it's a good year and some of these guys come back, I'll play another year. It's a bad year, I'm out. If you're absolutely right, Chris, he should have done this in the beginning of the year.
I get that. He could have announced in the get-go, be like, this is going to be farewell tour. It's my last year. I mean, I still think he was done either way, but the way this season's gone has clearly cemented that he
Can I say something?
retiring in 6 games. Yeah, you can. What you got?
I'm not a fan of farewell tours.
Not a
Not a fan of them. If you know it's gonna be your last year, like just retire. Unless when you say farewell tour, like, hey, we got everything we need right here to go to the championship. Let's make one last run at this, and this is gonna be my farewell tour regardless. Farewell tour, but I mean, for like somebody who what did they finish in the ACC last year? Last?
No,
Second
we were
last?
not last. No,
Third
we were
last?
like middle of the pack. Like we were
Fucking trash.
average would be the word you're looking for. Probably what they're going to
Below.
finish this year. Average.
And did we add a bunch of people that you thought like, oh my god, here we go?
I mean, we
We're about to
added
make a
some-
run.
I mean, we added players. We thought there was
We
going
didn't
to be
have a fucking team.
Come on.
Goddamn 6 months or 2 months before the fucking season started.
That's your new college. That's your new college sports. You
I
got to
don't give a
re-recruit
shit, but,
every
like,
year.
Yeah, I understand that 100%.
Yeah,
but
you
like,
brought back like 5 players from last year, which is fine because your team last year wasn't great. So I'm fine if the majority of them left. You kept the better players.
fucking.
That's why I think he was done
think-
regardless. You needed a change after this.
I think they wanted a whole year to recruit and try to find the right person. Maybe that's what it was.
Hey, well, Luke Laux was at the game on Saturday. He was talking to AD.
Whoa!
You never know.
Wait
You
a
never
second.
know.
Hey,
He was in the box with
hold
Alfred at the
on
game
a
on
fuck.
Saturday. He was there. I mean, that'd be great. I would have no problem with that. And then I read somewhere that they were trying to. I read
couldn't find
that.
it in time.
I read somewhere last year before last season, Florida State was talking to him, and the Kings came in and were like, "Yo, either offer him the job or stop talking to him." So we'll see.
Okay.
Wait,
been
say
some
it again,
rumblings.
Chris. Who was at the game?
Luke Laux, former
Was
Florida
that
State
the
great.
Florida State game?
The Florida State Clemson game on Saturday.
Thank you. That was better.
You're welcome. There was a Luke Laux sighting.
There
Hey,
you go.
he'd be great. I would have no problem. I think he'd bring.
Why
a
are
lot
they no Sam Cassell? Chase?
I'd be okay with that too.
No, I think I would prefer Luke Laux.
I mean, you're not going to get Gates from Missouri. He makes way too much money. He's not going to leave there.
He's
You
the
could
number
get-
one choice, obviously.
Yeah,
but-
you
Jared
could get,
Gates.
No, no, another member of the
Jared
Cates family. This is Dennis Gates, not Cates.
Oh, sorry that.
But you got 6
Jared,
games
Jared
left.
Cates is one of Chris's creative, or not creative players.
He's the Fast League Madden.
Me and Chris played a
A lot of Madden.
Madden League for quite some time, and Jared Cates was a legend.
It's a Hall of Famer. Bears defensive tackle.
Who was a
Hall of
nobody
Famer.
to everybody else. But
So are we? What's the chance? Give me a percentage of us making the playoffs this year, or the bracket.
0.
the
Well, no,
bracket,
the tournament.
Playoffs.
Tournament.
There's a 10% chance.
0.1,
If you win the ACC championship, you'll go to the tournament.
That's
Which
it.
you
That's
don't-
our
which
only.
is
Yeah.
about a 0.1% chance.
Yeah. You have to win the ACC tournament. You're not going to win the ACC tournament.
I'm done.
Oh, I mean, that's fair. You were in on February 1st in the game, and I was like, oh, don't turn in for that game. That wasn't the
Oh, I
game to
did.
watch.
And there
They
we go.
blew it at
Here
the
we
end.
go.
That wasn't the game.
They beat
Hey, he's got 6 games
two
left.
teams with a pulse. That's it.
Nice. Good shit, dude.
Hey, man, that's what I said. It's it. 6 games, and he's done. And then it's Leonard
I-
Hamilton Day on the 8th. It's his last game.
Chris,
Leonard Hamilton game. What?
all these FSU posts and things, where it's like, saying goodbye to him and things like. I see you liking him. I want to know.
do like
are
him.
You,
I have no problem
Are
with
you
Leonard. He
upset
needs to go.
about? Are you
Him leaving?
A part of you getting a little teary eyed about it, or
No. I'm
I
not
mean,
getting
thinking about
teary-eyed,
what
like-
he's done for the program, right?
I appreciate what he's done, but he also, since COVID year, really hasn't done anything. So it's time. Now, COVID wasn't his fault, but the past 3 years, he really hasn't done anything. He even said himself he's not good with NIL and adapting to the new game, so it's time.
He said that.
He said before, he's like, I'm not great with the NIL or
Oh,
have a great understanding. So, well, hell, Miami's coach quit mid-season because he didn't like NIL.
Well, that's fine.
And they're in the fucking shitter, so, I mean, he's not the only one. But I think when he said that, I was like, all right, it's clearly he's done good, but it's time for him to move on.
Okay.
What do you do? I feel like that's a bad look when you just quit mid-season.
Oh,
and
Miami's
just say,
like-
"This is not for me." I mean, I know you can go to NBA and be like an
So
assistant,
what do you
but I
do?
just
You
feel
go
like
home, bro.
Oh, well,
you're like,
that-
it's hard, and I quit. I look
Your
at it as
wife.
a bad thing, even though it's a different league. You saying I don't like this, I quit. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not a good look for future hires.
Well, Larry,
No, I don't
he's not
think-
going to pro. He's 75. He was just old
Yeah, I
as
was gonna
shit.
say
and was
this
like,
guy's
I'm
dead.
not getting into it.
Not dead. Sorry, I apologize. Not yet.
Yeah. No, they had a rough start because Miami was in the Final Four like what last year, the year before, and then they were awful this year. And he's just like, I don't get this whole new age of NIL. I hate it. I'm out of here. Just dipped.
Nobody.
I was like, damn, bro. I mean, it's Miami, so I don't give a shit. But it's just like, damn, just dipped on him quarter of the way through the season.
I mean, speaking of nil, I mean, football is back.
Nil.
And
I gotta be honest. You're the only person I know that calls it nil.
That's true.
me?
Yeah, everybody else NIL. Jason rocks nil.
I just do nil because I don't.
I got no
NIL.
beef with it. I'm just letting you know that.
I don't give
So
a
I don't-
fuck if
I don't want you to look I don't want you to look weird in front of your peers.
don't give a
Outside of
fuck. If
Yeah,
I
my,
say
College
nil,
football
I'm
on
gonna
that
say
nil, bros. They're like, yo, it's
The nil
NIL,
is crazy.
fucker.
It's the nil.
why don't you just call it Nilly Willies?
All
could
right,
do
I'm
that
not
if you
going to
want.
do that because that sounds terrible. What do you mean by football time to bring it back? I don't
I
know
said
what that
this.
means.
I put this on there a couple weeks ago because I said we had the one spring game tailgate when we started. Then we did the Miami tailgate in like 2019. I'm saying we need to get back to. We need to pick one game where we all go to Tallahassee and have a tailgate. Because I remember when we started doing
pick a game.
tailgates.
Pick any game, Chris.
FSU
I just
Bama.
need to
Way
know
too
way in
loud.
advance.
Way
Jake's
too
got
loud.
14 homes to stay at. Chris, you got a place to stay at. I just got to figure out where to go, and I need a heads up.
Jason's
And then-
saying the opening game, FSU Bama.
FSU Bama. I mean, it's
I'm
pretty
not
epic game.
starting my. No, I'm not going to. A
I'm
game
not going to watch a
tailgating for
30-point
an
ass
whooping.
whooping.
I'm not doing it. No.
Also,
I need to be
also not
mid-season.
paying $500 for a ticket either.
Jason's
I
more
don't
on.
need to go to the game. By the way, I do not need to go to the game to go
Jason's
to the game.
thinking
I am
more like
just as
East
fine.
Texas A&M. That's who he wants to go the week after.
Is that a
For
team?
sure.
Is that-
That's
I'm
home?
fine
Yeah.
with that, bro. Anything
Or
that-
Kent State, September 20th. Kent State.
I am a fair weather fan when it comes to going to games and losing. I don't want it. I'm spending the money. I'm traveling, and I'm going to go watch my team lose. It's a shitty feeling, so I'd rather go to something that's a sure bet. But FSU is never a sure bet. Like, let's be real here.
Or
So
October
I'm not-
4th, Miami.
Ooh,
that'd be a fun one.
I don't want to deal with that. That sounds like hell to me.
That's an opportunity to lose to our rivals, and I don't.
yeah.
Well, I'm not. We're not at the place where
I
I,
got it.
want to.
You're right.
You know
All
what I
right,
mean?
I got
But
it. I got
that
it.
being said, Chris, I am cool with not going to the game too. I know, Chris, you probably got tickets.
No, we
because-
don't have tickets anymore.
Okay. So that
Damn,
being
bro.
said, I am not 100%.
I get what you mean. We could just go and tailgate and just
and then find wherever house or bar we want to and have a good time. I'm cool with that too.
mad so fucker. Here's the game
I've done
for
it
Joe.
many times, and I'm 100% game for it. I'm here to tailgate. I do not give a shit about live games. I'd rather watch it in a house or bar before I go to a game. That is always my cup of tea.
This one's gonna piss off Jason. We'll just do the Virginia Tech game in Tallahassee since they can't ever do
Fucking
it.
bullshit, dude. That makes me so mad.
I don't understand why they're doing you dirty.
I
They
don't
really
understand
are.
how Virginia Tech's not pissed, bro. You're own that's so much revenue you're losing. Like they're up for the next game. The last home game was in Tallahassee. I still don't understand how that happened.
It doesn't.
I don't understand it.
The schedule, nothing makes sense what they're doing.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I'd be pissed if I was Virginia Tech because we do travel pretty well, especially to ACC, especially to Virginia Tech because I know it's not a rival, but we have history. And it's a dope fucking stadium. It's a top 10 stadium to go see at night and all that. It's a fucking
Oh
good
yeah,
time.
because what's the opening? The
Bro, would you stop hyping?
this man
Look
is
it up. Look it up.
I know the
I've
opening,
seen
the
games
Inner
that
Sandman
everybody's-
or whatever.
Yeah, we've
I
all
know
seen
the
it,
opening.
bro.
Yeah.
Why don't you stop sucking their dick, dude?
Not even the Sandman. Look up just the look of the stadium and the backdrop. And tell
I've
me
been
it's
on
not-
their campus, bro. I know. I've been there, man.
When
I went to visit you.
Oh, you drove through. So
Oh, you just drove by like, oh,
Got
that's
it.
the campus. Look at it.
It's a great version of FSU. That's all
The
it is.
fucking weather was terrible.
Yeah, weather was terrible.
That's it. We'll look it
All
in.
right,
We'll pick
yeah.
a game. We'll lock it in. We'll lock in a
Yeah,
game.
I'll go in a heartbeat.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh.
There you go. October 11th.
And there's
There
other
you go.
games too. Like I wish that we were playing in Wake Forest because Wake Forest is an hour and a half. Or are we playing Duke?
Bro, it's not about you. Get your ass to Florida, okay?
Fuck that. I want to be cold when I go see the game. I don't want to sweat my dick off.
So we'll go watch a game in Lambeau then, pussy.
No,
Pussy?
yes, that's one I
He's
do
like,
want to go to the game
yes.
for. Yes, please. You had me at hello. Baseball is back. I have not watched any of the games. I apologize.
I
watched
didn't get
3
to watch
clips
me.
on X.
Obviously, watch the highlights, but
I haven't watched the
undefeated.
highlights. Are we what we think we are? Are we going to be better? Are we
I
gonna be
mean,
good?
we're
Are we
playing a
gonna be
shitty
average?
team right now. It's tough to
I mean,
tough
James
to
Madison
decide.
was actually a solid team last year. They made the tournament. But
They
I
didn't
mean,
return any starters.
Oh, you know that.
Do you?
No.
Locked in on, I'll say, we got some people locked in on James Madison over here.
I mean, regardless, so far they are exactly who I expected them to be, which is very good pitching depth, solid on base players, good defense. All 3 of our outfielders played center field last year, so like that's a recipe for a good defensive outfield. Our shortstop is extremely talented defensively. Our second baseman's really good. Like, we're a very, very sound team who's not going to beat themselves and pitches really fucking good. So we lost so much power from last year. We're not going to be that power offense that we were last year. We're going to have to win games more with singles, stolen bases, hitting the ball in the gap. I don't want to say dinking and dunking you to death, but like we're not going to – we had – like 5 players last year that could change a game with a swing of a bat. We have maybe 1, maybe 2 this year that can do that.
What are the names so I can keep track?
Hunter Carnes was the #1 high school prospect to make it to college last year.
What position do you play? Hunter Carnes.
He plays catcher.
Go, Hunter.
Buster Posey, let's go.
Possibly Miles Bailey from Lincoln. He's a power hitting first baseman, but really it's Max Williams.
Lincoln
who
Trojans.
plays center field for us, and he hit like 14 home runs last year. Was one of our better hitters. He's our best returning hitter. He's our best
Max
known,
Williams.
He's our best known hitter. We have a bunch of question marks at hitters, and on top of that, we have a bunch of guys who can get on base and are fucking fast. We have speed. So
we might need to just win the games a little bit differently.
yeah, 100%. Last year we were winning a lot of games, 10-5. This year, when we're facing good teams, we're probably talking, 5-3, 6-2. That's more what we're going to shoot for this year. Okay. And we have the pitching depth to do that. Pitching depth and defense to do that. So
Nice.
Well, when's our first true test? Or when's the?
We got a while.
Okay.
We play USF on Tuesday. I don't know if you want to call that a true test in terms
They're
of
not good.
I mean, they're not a ranked team. If
Lord.
we're talking like when's our first game against a ranked team, probably not for a couple weeks till ACC play starts. I don't think we have a strong non-conference schedule this year. Maybe UF, but again, those games are weird because they're midweek games. So like you're not going to see Jamie Arnold pitch in that game. So it's kind of hard to get a true test of like what our actual team is when we're pitching our fourth best starter on a team that's built on their starting rotation. Which fun fact, I told you this guy in our chat. All three of our starters, on top of all three being lefties, all three pitched on the same high school team together, along with two of our own bullpen guys also pitched on that same high school team at the same time.
Explain that again. So all three of our starting pitchers
Friday, Saturday,
we're
Sunday
on the same
starters
high
were
school
on the
team?
same high school team, Tampa Jesuit. Yeah.
Jesuit, bro.
They
beat
all
us
went
in
to
the
the
playoffs.
same. They all went to the same exact
No,
high school.
seriously.
And I don't mean they went to the same high school and like one was a senior while the other one was in 7th grade. Like
They all
they
played
pitched
like
on
the same time.
Yes.
It's crazy.
One,
Did they win the state championship?
I believe
hope.
so. Yeah. And on top of that, two of our best relievers were also on that team. The guy who pitched on Friday and went 3 innings of 1 hit ball and struck out 8 as a reliever was also on that team. So that team was just insane.
I was just about to hype up because I've been looking at prospects from like college, and it looks like all the good prospects are at Virginia. But then come to find out they lost.
They lost.
They got a loss. They lost to Michigan, on Friday, so on Valentine's.
There you go. No, we
Who's
got
unranked?
We got 2 of the best high school recruits that actually skipped the draft, and Miles Bailey and Hunter Carnes. Those were our 2 big offensive gets, and they're both going to play a ton this year. So,
Where do they
have
fucking find these teams? Purdue, Fort Wayne. That's not a fucking school. Okay,
What do you search? You're like, let's
that's
find some
not a
team.
school. Like,
it should
Good
be
Indiana,
a fun team
find
to
some
watch.
teams.
Should be a fun team to watch. They're gonna, especially if you like small ball, stolen bases, speed. If you like speed and like sick outfield plays, sick defensive plays, this is your team. If you want guys that are gonna hit 7 home runs, if you want guys that are gonna hit 7 home runs,
He's like, we're fucked. We're
That's
screwed.
not us.
He's like, we're screwed.
I just can't remember the last year that we got to got as far as we have with our pitching. Like I feel like we've always had decent pitching, but we've had the hitters to get us to the next level.
Well,
and then our pitchers have always let us down towards the end. That's my
that's
first
a
feeling.
fair assessment, but I think you're taking it to mean I'm saying we're not going to have any offense, and that's not what I'm saying. We're not going to be a power offense. Which honestly, when you get to Omaha, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Omaha is a huge park for college hitters, and it suppresses home runs. So there's a lot of times where I almost get nervous if we're a team that relies on home runs, because when you get to Omaha, if you average 5 home runs a game, you're going to average 2 to 3. Omaha is a really hard park to hit home runs, but it's perfectly made for hitters that hit in the gaps, which we actually have a lot of hitters on this team that are gap hitters. So it might actually be our benefit, assuming we get to Omaha, which is, that's an assumption right there. But I'm not saying we're going to be a bad offensive team. We're not. But last year's offensive team we're talking top 5 in the country. We're not going to be that. So we could be top 30 in the country and then top 5 in pitching, and that's a fucking good team. So
just so we're sure on
Face your fears, ride them.
That's right.
That's what you do.
Just so I'm clear on where we are with Jamie Arnold, how good of a player is he? When we're
he's
talking
incredible.
about,
So
we're talking about ranking up against the other people. Is he
he is projected to be a top 3 pick in the draft.
There you go. That's
Any
awesome.
position. Yeah. Last
That's
year
crazy.
he was a 3-pitch pitcher for the most part. He had 2 types of fastballs and a slider. This year he added a changeup. I personally think Link Jarrett he's not a Mike Norvell where he's super positive about everything in the world, so it's really hard to tell how he truly feels about stuff. His first year at FSU, he was like, "Hey guys, we don't have any pitching." Straight up was just I'm going to be honest.
This pitching
we don't have any
sucks.
pitching, and
Just to
come
kind
to
of
find
challenge
out,
him a
our
little,
pitching
probably.
was terrible that entire year. So I don't think he says shit just to say shit. He said Jamie Arnold's changeup that he added, that he didn't throw it all last year, has the potential to be his best pitch. For a guy that has an elite slider and elite fastball, he says his changeup could be his best pitch once he fully gets it down. And he's using it. He's already using it. So, yeah, he has a chance to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
There you have it.
I'm excited about that.
Shout out Jamie Arnold.
like a good chance to be the number 1 pick of the draft.
Jason, still, we're
I'm not
fucked.
saying this
It's a
guy's a
wrap.
fringe first or second rounder. This guy is already solidified himself as a top 5 pick. So
Like worst case scenario, he's going
Yes.
Fucking Chase,
top
just
15.
stop
that's
talking
not
at this point.
Just
Jason,
root
that's
here.
not a
There it
crazy
goes.
thing that I'm saying right now. That is,
I
if you look at
understand,
every
but
mock
you-
draft across baseball, he's a
Look
top
at the
5
mock
pick in all of
drafts,
them.
Jason.
He's a top 5
Focus
pick.
Look
up,
at the
bro.
Chase history and see what he's done to teams and players doing this kind of shit.
Computers.
I said James Tibbs and Cam Smith were going to be elite
Computers.
offensive players. They are both first-round picks last year.
We're
so.
done, bro. We're
That's fucked. Wrap it up. See you in
cooked. We're
2026. We're
Wrap
out.
it up,
We're-
Kev, man. I'm gonna go cry because there goes baseball, football,
We're-
everything. I'm fucking
Where is
done.
where is cooked is Chase's MacBook Air over there. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us. 7 minutes is a wrap. We love you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you that joined us during the live. Follow us on Cup to Cup Show on all social sites. The CTC OnlyFans is our Facebook group. Where we're currently doing the chicken tender bracket. So that's where you're gonna find the voting for that. But also you can find a lot of really badass people on there that you can conversate with, send stupid memes, stupid shit like that. We have a good time on there. Visit our website, cup2cuplife.com, where you can find our merchandise like Jason's hoodie he's wearing right now. Like my shirt, the normal shirt, but you can find our newest products like Jason's hoodie, which is it's about to get hot, so make sure you grab one of those quick for Florida.
For Florida.
That's all.
For those
I got.
couple days, just in case.
Love you guys so much, and bye.
Holla.
Later,
Bye.
skis.